The US presidential elections have become a talking point not only in America, but the rest of the world. As the world waited a lot for the results of this keenly contested battle, we bring you some interesting facts about the 2020 US elections. Joe Biden has won more votes than any other presidential candidate in American history. Mr. Biden broke the previous record, held by Barack Obama. His total count now stands just shy of 73.2 million votes in the 2020 election. Barack Obama set the record in 2008 when he received 69.4 million votes. Joe Biden's record-setting numbers reflect this year's especially high voter turnout. 2020 US election has the largest voter turnout in the past 100 years. Donald Trump has a long history of claiming that US elections are being rigged, particularly when the results are not to his liking. This time too, President Trump told reporters that this 2020 election is rigged. That there will be a lot of litigation and that judges will ultimately decide. What makes it strange that a president who is running the country is telling the whole world that the elections being held under his administration are rigged? Quite strange. The 2020 US presidential election has recorded the highest voter turnout in 120 years. According to preliminary estimates of the US Election Project, a nonpartisan site that tracks voting, said an estimated 239 million people were eligible to vote this year, of which nearly 160 million exercised their right to franchise. The figure is likely to be updated in the coming weeks. The November 3, 2020 election saw a record voter turnout of 66.9%, which is the highest turnout since 1900. The 1900 election had recorded 73.7% voter turnout. If President Trump fails to win re-election, he would become the first incumbent president in modern history to lose, despite high ratings from voters on the US economy. It's an issue on which Trump has maintained favorable marks, even amid the coronavirus-induced recession. Election polling has suggested Trump's chances of re-election have been dwindling for months, as voters also expressed disapproval of his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Only 10 incumbent presidents in US history have won their party's nomination, but failed to win re-election. Elections in the US are the most expensive than anywhere on earth, as both Democrats and Republicans amass their financial firepower to defeat each other. US elections are notoriously expensive, and they get incrementally more expensive every 4 years. Similarly, 2020 elections are most expensive than any other in US history. There is also one underlying truth to US elections, and that is, money matters, the more the better. And often, studies have shown that candidates with the most money tend to win. This year's elections are expected to break records, costing almost $14 billion, according to the Center for Responsive Politics. There are 60 countries with smaller GDPs. These were some of the unique facts about 2020 US elections. For more such videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for future video updates.